Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. So I wanted to give you guys an update. I haven't made a video in a couple weeks and there's a good reason behind it. One is waiting for parts. Two was really busy at work. But I did make some progress during that time, and I'll show you guys a couple clips here and there. So one is I've been working on the stereo system, which I didn't really film that much because everybody has a video out for that, so pretty easy. I'm just going with some JBLs, head unit, speakers, the whole 9 yards, amplifier, no subwoofer because I'm not really into the big thump. But anyway, so here's where I'm at right now, guys. We've been getting parts in. I've got almost everything except for a couple little minor parts, and the biggest part that I'm missing is wiring harness. So here's where I'm at right now, guys. My dad and I took out the motor. Pretty easy. I mean, you know, unbolt everything that's, undo anything that's attached to the motor, like wiring, all that good stuff. And then we detached the drive shaft, and then we unbolted the actual transmission brace. Once we did that, there's a couple key things that you have to do when removing this motor on IS. The engine mounts, which are 1, 2, you have to undo them from the bottom, not just the top, because the way that it works is if you undo just the top, you cannot get enough space to clear the actual studs, unless you probably have, without the transmission you might be able to. But anyway, so we kind of got stuck there for a little while, and then pretty much, you know, we got the motor out really easily after that, as you can see on the clip here. So here's where I'm at. Okay, so motor's out. We're doing some deletes. One is a ABS delete, and I got that kit from, so I'm going through some parts with you guys. Chase Bays. It was $350 for the ABS delete, and we'll do this on video. I'll make a video on this. And I think it's well worth it because I think Powerhouse was selling it for $500, like $499. It's like the same thing. Quality is really good here on Chase Bays, and I'm pretty happy with what I got here for $350. By the way, it came in like 2 days. So shout out to Chase Bays. None of these parts, guys, nobody here is sponsoring this car as of right now, other than my only sponsor. I will say my only sponsor right now is Forward Performance, Jared with Forward Performance, who eventually will be on his own channel and doing some really good content for you guys. But he's the one that pretty much helped me get everything outside of a couple parts. So he's been a big help. He pretty much is a supporter of this car, a supporter of this channel, and he's the #1 guy when it comes to me asking questions for my car, because he's built this type of car before, and he's building one while I'm building mine. All right, that being said, ABS delete. This whole module right here and all those lines are going to get deleted, get taken out, and that's going to be a lot less. These ABS things are not great anyway for this type of car. Battery is getting moved to the trunk, so I got a battery box coming. That's not here yet. Computer, all the computer components is going to get moved to the interior, so probably under a seat, under the dash, in the glove box somewhere, because I'm not using the glove box in this car for anything that normally you would use glove box for. So somewhere in the car is going to be the computer, fuse box, that fuse box. So engine bay is going to be pretty darn empty, as far as that's how I want it to look. And yeah, I'm not going to do any kind of spraying on an engine bay. This is good enough for me right now. It's not gloss, but it matches what car, so that's good. And so yeah, that's that part. Now, along with that computer, we have our Infinity by AEM. So let's just start showing you guys parts here. We got the Infinity by AEM, the 506. This is going to be the programmable engine management. This is going to be our heart, our everything for tuning, which we're going with Vlad tuned from National Speed. So that's going to be what's replacing most of our functions of the ECU. So I'm going to kind of start to the left and work our way down. So here's what we got. We got precision blow-off valves. and precision wastegate. So blow-off valve and wastegate, precision. The new one that they just released. We got 2150 FIC injectors, guys. Let me pop this open. So here we go. Beautiful injectors. Can't wait to run these 2,150cc injectors. Our intake manifold is to be determined. Right now everything is back ordered. We got our intake manifold from, I believe this is a Rev 9 intake manifold. It is dual scroll, twin scroll, because maybe later we're going to switch to a twin scroll turbo, but right now we're open, just a regular one slot turbo, and that should work just fine for us because the turbo is not huge. All right. Next we got our spark plug cover, brand new from Japan. Guys, if you guys search the right people, you'll find these covers right here for around, I think I paid $120 shipped. Brand new cover. We're gonna paint this gloss black. I bought some used GTE, VVTI, GTE, or Aristo covers, valve covers. Those are used. They're going to be powder coated, probably gloss black as well. Gonna have a couple so we're gonna have a gloss black engine bay with like one color accent. Look at these guys, manifold titanium Speed Factory. The burnt titanium manifold bolts. Can't wait, studs. Can't wait to use these. This is gonna just look awesome with probably gonna do a black ceramic coat on my manifold. If not right away at some point, but these are gonna be the little accent pieces as well as really good studs for heat and all that good stuff. We got a Powerhouse Racing triple hanger. So we got a triple pump hanger for ethanol. We're going to run ethanol, of course, and this is going to give the volume we need for fuel to feed those 2150 cc's. And then we got two Walbro 450s. You're probably asking, why didn't you go to 525s? There's a reason for that. We'll go over that later. But we got two 450s. Currently, if we go up in power, we're going to run three 450s. But we got two for now. Connectors for all that good stuff. Then we got this star of the show right here, or one of the stars of the show. Precision Turbo. This is a 6870 Precision Turbo with a blanket already on there. She's already warm, you know. So we're trying to keep her nice and warm. So there's a turb skis. A couple of like we got new water pump, new oil pump. So oil pump, water pump. A bunch of goodies up in here. Like, oh yeah, so here's our billet. Can't forget to show you guys this. We got a billet. Power division. I think it's the GSC power division billet cams. Can't wait to show you guys how this thing sounds with the cams in it. It's going to sound like a freaking monster. And just can't wait for you guys to hear this. And I can't wait to hear this. We've got springs and retainers from Powerhouse Division. So we got retainers and springs there, to handle the power. Got new sensors for the AEM heart there. So we got fuel sensors, all the sensors we need here. Let me show you guys what those look like. So we got fuel pressure sensor, all kinds of sensors that are going to be run by our AEM system, and these are all by AEM as well. These are all sourced from Forward Performance. So if you guys, even my turbo, so he got my turbo, he got all my power division parts, he got pretty much everything. The hanger, all that came from Jared with Forward Performance. My injectors, I mean, he gets really good deals, and so get with Jared for your parts, guys. Can't tell you that right now. I mean, can't tell you that enough. He's gonna give you guys a good deal, and the more you buy, the better the deal. And we got the Lexus LS400 calipers, which the guy literally spray painted. Very bad quality spray paint job. To be honest with you, I bought them from eBay. I thought they were gonna be powder coated. Turns out they're spray painted. So guess what? I bought a powder coating machine at Jared's shop. We're going to keep that there, an oven, the whole 9 yards to powder coat our stuff. So everything that we're going to powder coat is going to be done in-house at Jared's garage at Ford Performance. So we're going to do new seals in this bad boy, and we're going to run these in the front. New rotors. So there's rotors, brake lines by Stop Tech. I believe everything's Stop Tech. I'll let you guys know more. I'll put links in the description. Of course, we got new head gasket, the triple layer head gasket. Guys, there's a common misconception, and I know people are going to fight me on this. I already know it. So check this out. When you take a non-VVTi, the GE block, which has the forged pistons and rods, they're from the GET, like pretty much the same stuff, and you put this head gasket on, the compression is the same as a GTE. I know you're going to fight me on that. Some people are going to fight it. But anyway, if you put the multi-layered head gasket on your GE non-VVTi, you will make the same compression as a GTE. This is going to be something that, like I said, that is going to be debated, but it is fact, actually. So, all right, so that's most of the parts. That I don't think I showed you everything, but that's most of the parts. And then over here, this is where our drivetrain goes from auto to manual. Guys, this is, I'll talk to you about the seats later, but let's talk about this. This is a Tremec T56 Magnum transmission from Grannas Racing, sourced by none other than Ford Performance, with a tilt-in clutch. Forget the stage. It's a high-end tilt-in clutch. It's not gonna feel like a heavy clutch. It's gonna be a nice clutch. Guys, this transmission, you can shift it with a finger. 6-speed is just one of the best transmissions you can get right now as a 6-speed. So this is gonna be a 6-speed manual transmission. We got the adapter here, the bell housing, all the good stuff. And I don't know if you saw right there, guys, but this is a carbon fiber drive shaft. It's super light. It's freaking, look at it. Just look at that, guys. I think Drive Shaft Shop made this guy and then sells it to Grannas. If I'm mistaken, sorry about that, Grannas Racing. But yes, so again, sourced from Ford Performance. Got all that good parts. Can't wait, guys. Can't wait to put that 6-speed with that motor into this car. And those are Mickey Thompson's right there. I'll get the sizes later. Right now, I'm just giving you guys an update. All right, guys. So check out these seats. This is just a radiator. I mean, a grill for the. So the grill, guys. This seats right here is from an Altezza in Russia. I'll link this guy below. His Instagram and his Facebook. He sources IS's, the Altezzas, and he sells seats, you know, bumpers, K-members, everything that you can buy from an Altezza, he sells them. The shipping could be a little bit, you know, steep because it's coming from Russia, but most of the time still worth it. So I got these seats. These are not leather, they're fabric. And I've got the front seat over there and front seat over here inside. So I just like that it's not leather, to be honest with you, because this leather on the ISs don't hold up. I actually cleaned the back part right there where the speakers go. That way it's going to be ready for, all of it's going to be nice and clean. I did shampoo these guys. I still have to shampoo the fronts and just get everything cleaned up real nicely. But guys, T56, 6-speed, carbon drive shaft. We're going to run slicks, Mickey Thompson's. We're going to get some bias plies for the track. And we're just getting the ball rolling right now. The interior is getting some new pieces. I'll talk about that later once I get them. I want you guys to see that install and kind of get familiar with that. And yeah, I mean, that's kind of majority of what I've got right now. My wife, in like 2 weeks of owning the car, ran into my car with her Telluride. I came back from jiu-jitsu, and my wife's like, I need to run to Walmart, and it was like 9 p.m. So I was like, whatever, that's fine. Forgot to tell her that I parked this next to her car, and she went, so they were parked next to each other, and she went to go that way out of the driveway, because it's a circular driveway, and she didn't see the car. So because it's dark out here, we live in a county neighborhood, and she ran into the side of it. And so the fender is obviously gone completely. The bumper was ripped off pretty much. I just placed it back on temporarily just to hold. So I had to get a new fender and a new bumper, which then figured, you know what? I might as well. I wasn't going to paint the car. I was going to do like some paintless repair and wet sand and buff. But now guess what? Jared with Forward Performance, his brother is coming down. He used to be a professional painter, still is. I mean, he doesn't do it for profession, but he's a professional painter. And he's going to paint the car, my car and his car. So, of course, respraying same color. I'm not changing the color. I actually like this color a lot. We're going to get rid of any dings, little spots, nicks, anything like that, and going to get resprayed, re-cleared. We're going to do a bunch of clear coats so we can do some wet sanding and have this guy looking brand spanking new. When we're done, we're going to get new window belts right here. All this is going to be brand new. New tint, so we're going to get all that taken off. I'm going to get a new windshield because it has a crack. In my state, they give you a new windshield if you crack your windshield for free. And then we're looking really good for this puppy to start up in maybe a month. I want to say end of February, beginning of March. Absolute latest, like mid to late March. I don't want to go that far because I think there's a streetcar takeover of some sort, like an import streetcar takeover coming up soon in the Charlotte area in March, and I want this car to be there and start showing you guys some numbers. Guys, I can't say right now what she's going to make horsepower wise. Let's just wait for that. I know we're going to have some cool setups. You guys are going to be freaking impressed with how we're going to have anti-lag set up, how we're going to have everything is going to be set up to where it's functional, discreet, and works. So again, guys, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Have a good one.